We've arrived in St. Martin, where Caribbean culture is alive and strong. After crossing the Atlantic and quick island hopping to get here, we're finally slowing down to get some boat projects done and celebrating the completion of our second transatlantic with some of our favorite food, places that we've convinced ourselves we crossed the ocean for. Our favorite pizza truck.
Not a bad view.
The General Tso's chicken I tried to make during our crossing. And lastly, our big hurrah for sailing 3,200 nautical miles.
Where are we going?
We're going for our overdue celebratory transatlantic number 2 dinner. This guy's ready for it.
I'm ready for the meat sweat.
Ready for it.
We crossed the ocean with this.
Oh yeah. St. Martin is a unique island in the Caribbean as it's made up of 2 countries. The French side, which is under the French Republic, and the Dutch side, which is under the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Here, we're on the French side in search of clear, turquoise waters, and I think we found the perfect spot. We're anchored in 11 feet of water. You can even see the ripples in the sand beneath the water. We're going to settle into this really, really nice spot for the night. Our buddy boat, Rewild, is behind us there. They draw a little deeper than us, but we told them that we don't see less than 10 feet here, and I think they're okay.
Sand, if not, soft sand.
Gotta get used to this if we're going to the Bahamas.
Yeah, but I think the tide, I think we're low right now because you can see a foot, so we might go up a foot.
Nothing like what we were seeing before, 15-foot tides.
Yeah, 15+ foot tides. We'd be like dried out.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Good hit.
Hit what?
Ground.
Did he?
I don't know, he stopped pretty
Aggressively?
aggressively.
He's moving backwards.
Oi.
Is it worrisome, oi, or is it like a, he'll be up? No, he's fine. I think he draws 8.5 feet.
He's 8.5, but I didn't see anything less. But he took a different path. He went like, there's a shallower spot over there.
Oh, Travis is out there swimming around to help look. Quick little snack before we head out.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Our fins ready. And a bucket of gear. Hopefully we come back with some food.
That boat right there, you may know, they're called Spirit Animal.
He should be coming to pick us up shortly.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some tips on how to do it.
These venomous little guys are invasive species to the coral reef ecosystems, called lionfish. They're like, oh, do you want the lionfish?
Nobody wants to deal with a lionfish.
No, it's good to clean up the reef. They taste amazing. They're very soft, buttery, but a lot of work. So we're like, no, you keep them.
They got a good size one. I grabbed 2, but they're like this big. But nope, I'm eating salad now.
Travis is eating a vegetable, folks. Documented.
Documented. It's actually funny. Ever since we've been back here, we've been able to get some things that are very North American, like, for example, the Coca-Cola, the Pepsi, and this Caesar dressing I've been craving for like 2 years. Like now craving a Caesar. And then I bought dill pickles because we can't find dill pickles in Europe. I got all these little things I need to have.
Oh, the other thing you got were Chips Ahoy. Real Chips Ahoy. The ones in Europe. Travis is the cookie eater and he said it was not the same.
Yeah, it's weird. Just some of the junk food in Europe is nowhere near the exact same. Even Ritz crackers aren't the same. It's crazy.
Travis, all of this stuff is like junk food. It's like whole processed
guilty
food.
pleasures. You're on a boat. Sometimes you just want to eat junk food. I'm eating a salad. I'm gonna do a workout.
Justified. It was definitely really fun to get out there. So I don't think we've actually really dove trying to like hunt for anything since the Bahamas. So that was really nice to try to condition ourselves again after being completely out of it.
No, long time. I think we all felt that way. We all dove down. We're like,
Ooh.
we're not ready for this yet.
Glad we went out and tried anyway.
Yeah, it was super fun with those guys.
And now Travis is diving into what we've wanted to change on Jibsea for a while now.
Time to try to figure out how I can make a table. Because when we were in Ontario, we got rid of our table when we left because I figured we're going to the tropics, we're going to eat in the cockpit all the time. But then when we decided to head over north to go to Europe, we didn't eat in the cockpit because it was so cold and your food would just go ice cold instantly. So we really wanted to keep it back down inside, but we didn't have a table, so you're eating on your lap. And it was like, I don't know. And Steph really needs a spot that she can put her laptop and, you know, hard drives and microphones and stuff so she can do her editing. So really don't want to lose the function of our ottoman right now. We have a big lounger ottoman style that in the ottoman is really good storage. And the top of the ottoman tilts. So then when we're sleeping on long passages underway, it creates like a lee cloth. So you're kind of like locked in. And we really don't want to lose that function. So we're trying to figure out how to keep storage, lee cloth, and create a table. And with what we have, making it look like it's supposed to be there and not kind of awkward.
And not changing the look of our current setup.
Yeah, and not really changing the look of our current setup because we use it as an ottoman 98% of the time. And I'm pretty sure it'll stay that way, but it'll be really nice to have an easy function to just change things and go, we got a table now. I think I've come up with a unique idea. This key is what loosens and tightens the base of the table so it can raise and lower. I need to extend this key right here out so it's on the outside of this ottoman so we can twist it. And then that gives us the table to raise up and down, which gives us this. So now we have a table, which I'm going to refinish the surface. What's going to be difficult is now we don't have the tilt because the tilt was mounted on this piano hinge right here. And I did that tilt to allow access into the storage, but we weren't able to use the table because it was inside here and you couldn't access a raising and lowering on the outside. I'm going to make this hinge mount to the top of the base plate of the table, and instead of screwing the whole table down, I'm going to create 2 bolts that come through the top of the table that have wing nuts. So you just loosen the wing nut and then have it tilt. And then goes down, tighten the wing nut, now it's a table. I think what I'm going to do is create 2 sort of like wedges that I go in here, and maybe they sink into the holes, and that's what will hold that edge like out, so then it creates that lee cloth.
Travis is super proud of this because this is a hexagon shaped and it's completely flush. And it serves the purpose for... You can explain, don't worry. He's so proud.
I'm excited because it's such a last minute thought. I was like, oh right, I don't want to lose the hinge part. So the benefit now of having this hinge is it created a bigger gap so the table was actually slanted. So now I added a bolt as a spacer. Adding this now allowed me to really lock this bolt into place. And the reason why I needed this to be locked into place is when it goes down,
it sits flush.
and when I add the wing nut, when we're not using it has a lee cloth, I can tighten these wing nuts down, and now we have a stable table. Not sure how we're going to surface the top, but I just needed this to be flush and not to ever spin as I'm, you know, constantly untightening and tightening the wing nut, which that's why I cut that hex in there. Then I'll do another one right here. So then you just undo that, it levers itself. And then I'll be adding 2 chocks, like 2 little triangle blocks, and that'll create our lee cloth. And it just slides down to these holes.
That actually didn't take you as long as I thought it was going to, just to come up with it, eh?
Oh yeah, I just thought of that as like...
As you went.
As I went.
Yeah, you're really good at that stuff.
Thanks. So what I think I'm going to do is use this material that we already have. It's just a vinyl. It's like a leather vinyl. It'll be nice and grippy, and it kind of matches a couple other things we've done on the boat. And we have spare, so why not try that first? All I need to do is drill out the bungs on this lip so I can apply this material and then put the edging back over, so it gives it like a really nice finish look. So what I did is just marked, you know, 1, 2, so forth, and when I pull it apart I'll know how it goes back together. So one thing I noticed is that this fits really tight, and obviously this material has a little thickness to it. It's not much, a mil maybe, so I might have to figure out how to take down one or the other so I can slide the material in. Onto this stage, I'm just going to use some epoxy resin to glue down fabric. I did a test strip on a piece that I don't know where it is, and it seemed to work really well, so I think that's going to be my best bet to adhere that fabric under the top. So I'm just going to mix it on the table, mix it, and then just start spreading it around. For I think about 40 minutes to an hour the other day before I laid it on, because I wanted it to be slightly tacky so that the corners wouldn't lift or anything. The key is going to be to spread it as evenly as I can so I don't get any imperfections. But it just has to be a really thin layer. So let it tack up a bit. It's really humid today, so it's quick. I'll just have to monitor the edges in the next little bit to make sure that they stay tacked, because I couldn't reach the fabric. I didn't have enough to go corner to corner unless I really stretched the material out. So putting that little molding on again is going to be quite difficult not to pick that corner up, but hopefully this will be okay. So it's all hardened. Feels good, feels really attached. Just to make sure that the edges didn't really curl up, I taped them. If I let the epoxy get a little more tacky, I probably could have just pushed it down and it would have stayed, but just a reassurance, because if that lifted, then I would be struggling to get these on, because now I need to take like less than an 1/8 off of each one of these pieces. I already did this one, which was, you know, probably took me half an hour per piece. So I just got to do that. Go around. Now I can peel the tape off because I know it's good. Pretty much 98% done. We got the key extended to the outside of the ottoman, as you can see here. So lift it. All you got to do is loosen the key. Table comes up. You know, it allows you to get to what you need inside the ottoman. Now if you want it to be a table, undo the straps. There you go. Now you got the table. Adjust to what height. Relock it. All I need to do is fill in the bungs, cut them, and then just finish the edge here. And then I also need to build a cover, just a fabric cover over this, so you'll just have to pull it up, get what you need, and then just put the cover back on, just so you don't see stuff in the ottoman when it's down. So instead of having the Velcro that's stuck down to the top of the table for this I just sewed on some straps with some snaps, and you just strap her on. Now the cushion's nice and solid, and it's ready to be an ottoman again. Or when we're sailing, all I gotta do is raise it up slightly, lock it there, and under here I have 2 wing nuts. Now it hinges. And then I made these 2 chocks. All they do is, let's see what I do here. Slide it pops up. So now you can push on that all you want. We're not going anywhere. These are the chocks I made. Slide up. So I have a lock on the bottom and then a slot that fits into. Just like that. So, super solid, not going anywhere, very easy. Pull it. Got 2 of them. Now it's a table again.
I personally think Travis knocked it out of the park with engineering our 4-in-1 ottoman, and if you agree, make sure you give him a thumbs up and leave us a comment below. If you enjoy watching people tinker about on sailboats, make sure you subscribe to our channel because we've got quite a number of boat projects ahead of us. Thanks for watching!